హలో నమస్తే ఎవ్రీవన్, ఎలా ఉన్నారు మీరంతా? ఈ రోజు మనము సిటీ ఉత్సవ్లో ఉన్నాము. కాలేజ్ ఈవెంట్. మరి ఈ కాలేజ్ ఈవెంట్లో ఎక్కడున్నామో తెలుసా? కాలేజ్ ఈవెంట్ గండిపేటలోని సిబిఐటి. ఎస్ అండి, చైతన్య భారతి ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ ఆఫ్ టెక్నాలజీలో ఉన్నాము. సిబిఐటి అనగానే మీకు గుర్తుకొచ్చేది హ్యాపీ డేస్. మరి ఆ క్యాంపస్ ఎలా ఉంది, ఎంత బ్యూటిఫుల్గా ఉంది. అలాగే ఇక్కడ ఉన్న స్టూడెంట్స్ మరి మూవీలో చూసినట్టు కాదు, ఇక్కడ స్టూడెంట్స్ చాలా ఉత్సాహంగా ఉన్నారు. కల్చరల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ అనేసి మరి ఇక్కడ టెక్నికల్ ఫెస్ట్ అనేసి జరుగుతుంది. 5 days ఫెస్ట్ అండి. మరి ఈ 5 days ఫెస్ట్లో ఈరోజు మనము ఫస్ట్ డేలో వచ్చేసాము. మరి ఇక్కడ మాత్రము పిల్లలు మాత్రము స్టూడెంట్స్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ స్టాల్స్ తోటి వాళ్ళ ఇన్నోవేషన్స్ తోటి చాలా 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 బాగా ఉన్నారు, రెడీగా ఉన్నారు మనకి ఎంటర్టైన్ చేయడానికి. మరి చూద్దామా? సో ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటున్నారు కృష్ణ గొల్లపూడి గారు. మరి వారి మాటలను తెలుసుకుందాము. మరి ఎన్ని రోజుల నుంచి, ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాల నుంచి సిబిఐటికి వస్తున్నారు యాజ్ ఎ గెస్ట్గా అనేసి. హాయ్ సార్.
Hello.
How is your experience and how long you're coming here for the fest?
So I've been coming here for many years now. CBIT is very close to heart, who's been innovating, transforming the way the learning and development of the students is concerned. Sudhi is one program which is transforming the way we look at life, we look at future, we look at technology, we look at learning. And most investments that are going from CBIT particularly in the area of innovation has been commendable. So I've been a part and parcel to this journey for a long time. So right from the time when I was a student, we used to visit CBIT campuses. Now I take a different, I wear a blazer and I come here to address all the teams with the industry experience and some of the case studies. Really a great experience.
So how do you feel being a student and now you are as a guest over here? So how do you feel? What's the experience?
The only difference is that I wear a blazer with lot more energy. I'm a little more polished. So I think what student life gives you is an opportunity. If you are able to meticulously use all those opportunities, you can be on the polished world as well, which I am today.
దట్స్ రియలీ గ్రేట్. ఒక స్టూడెంట్ నుంచి సిబిఐటిలో చదువుకొని మరి ఈ రోజు వేదికపైకి బ్లేజర్ వేసుకుని వచ్చాను. చాలా గ్రేట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అని చెప్తున్నారు మన కృష్ణ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్స్ అగైన్.
Thank you.
సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ సిబిఐటికి బ్యూటిఫుల్గా అలా నడుపుతున్నారంటే మన డెఫినెట్గా ఒక ఇన్ఛార్జ్ ఉంటారు. మరి ఆ ఇన్ఛార్జ్ మేడం మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు. మరి వారి మాటలు తెలుసుకుందాము, వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా ఉందో, మరి ఈ ఫెస్ట్ గురించి ఇంకా ఎన్నో విషయాల గురించి కూడా తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ మ్యామ్.
I'm Dr. K. Radhika, Professor and Head of IT Department and Chairman of Sudhi 2023. And this year, Sudhi 2023 has come up with an innovative and thought-provoking theme of Nurture Natural Technologies. And this theme encourages the young minds to think about the nature, observe its patterns and systems and processes of nature, and come up with sustainable solutions that perfectly blend with nature. And as part of Sudhi 2023 celebrations, all the departments at CBIT organized technical fests including ChemSpark by Chemical Engineering Department, Neogeon by Biotechnology Department, Civilizations by Civil Engineering Department, Mechanica by Mechanical Engineering Department, Head Start by Computer Science and Engineering, Textasy by IT Department, Electrite by EEE, and Synopsy by ECE Department, and Yukti by MBA Department, and Techion by MCA Department. As part of Sudhi celebrations, every department organizes keynote sessions by eminent industry persons in their respective core domains relevant to the theme of Sudhi, and followed by technical and fun-filled technical events in all the departments. I welcome all the participants to have a joyful and enriching stay in the campus for these 2 days and participate in various events organized by different departments. And there are a few other exciting events like Robovanza and Robotic Automation Society workshop, and participate in these events and have a enriching experience for these 2 days.
Morning to all dignitaries present here. respected Chief Guest Sri Krishna Gollapudi Sir, Executive Vice President Mindtree, Guest of Honor Sri Ramakrishna Mulukutla Sir, Senior President Cognizant, Principal Professor P. Ravindra Reddy Sir, faculty members, and my dear friends. There is a lot of innovation happening in many fields, from water desalination to major breakthroughs in nuclear fusion technology. It is very easy to look at such leaps in advancement and believe that such endeavors are confined to researchers and scientists. But it is not so. It begins right here, right now. And Sudhi is your platform where you have the opportunity to showcase your ideas, skills, and innovative thinking endeavors. It is a platform where you understand societal problems and how, as an engineer, you can apply your insightful learning in solving real time problems. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. Firstly, I would like to thank our honorable management for permitting us to organize this event and motivating us in all regards. On behalf of CBIT and its fraternity, I sincerely thank today's chief guest, Sri Krishna Gollapudi sir. Sir, your words were inspirational to all of us. And I extend a really hearty vote of thanks to our today's guest of honor, Sri Ramakrishna Mulukutla sir. It was enlightening to hear from you, sir. And I also thank our beloved principal, Professor P. Ravindra Reddy sir, for his continuous guidance and support. I am happy to express vote of thanks to Sudhi Core Committee, Chairperson Professor K. Radhika ma'am, Co-Chairperson Professor P. Prabhakar Reddy sir, Convener Dr. T. Sridevi ma'am, Co-Convener Dr. P. Madhuri ma'am, for their kind support and guidance throughout in organizing Sudhi. I would like to thank all advisors, directors, HODs, teaching and non-teaching staff, committee heads and committee members, club heads, club members, event heads, and volunteers for their cooperation. I would like to extend my vote of thanks for all the students who are going to participate in the event and make it successful. I am sure it will be a great learning experience for everyone involved. I also thank electronic and print media for their cooperation. Once again, thank you everyone and have a great learning experience through Sudhi 2023.
To introduce the chief guest for the day. Sri Ramakrishna.
What has been a standard 2 years ago, 3 years ago is no longer the standard. So the key mantra to sustain and succeed in this new era is to innovate, innovate, and innovate. Without innovation, without constant improvement in not only the way you approach the problems, but also how you use technology to solve those problems is what is going to keep in front in the industry. Today I have my colleague and I thank CBIT for bringing the competition together, but we are all in this together to solve the real world problems. There are quite a few challenges. When we talk about sustaining natural technology, there is imminent risk for environmental damage. Sustainability is going to be one of the key terms in the next years to come. The explosion in electric vehicle technology, the explosion in clean energy technology, the explosion of a lot of other nano and other related technologies, biotechnologies, is what going to open more doors and opportunities for the generation that is sitting out there. So all I want to say is get your strong domain basics in college. Always look for new sources for learning new things, be ahead of the technology, and then look for not just progressive changes, but transformational changes in how you approach the problems. And that's how we will sustain not only the quantity of students that we produce in engineering and technology, but also the quality of students that will change the face of mankind.
Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. To all the teachers who are here, my deep respects, because I see myself in the last row looking at the stage. As my wonderful colleague has pointed out, it brings a lot of nostalgia. And there were times when we were not so informed, as there was no internet during the times when we were studying. But there are times now which are ahead of us, and for all of us to catch up. And my heartiest congratulations to this wonderful institute, CBIT, for. Okay, I'm more natural, so standing in. It's a wonderful initiative by this wonderful institute for many years, leading the pack, building innovation, transformation in the way we transform the world of the students. I'm all focused on the guy who's standing right there at the end, in the last row. I'm going to have a few questions to the last row set of students. Guys, please close the door from the outside. I hope the Josh is up. If we don't see the Josh, we would not have the Josh to catch up with the Josh and transform the world, to have a high degree of energy, success and excitement. Are we all in this? Are we all in this? Yes or no? There is no Josh. We are all students. Look at us. I'm deeply energetic today. My colleague, we're all smiling. Why are you all nervous? Is it a yes? Yes? Where is the energy? We all say, when we say power star, everybody stands and says power star. Right? So, keep the energy, which is very, very essential in the world that we are living, what we call as VUCA world. We are in vulnerable times, uncertain times, complex times and ambiguous times. We have gone through the entire COVID scenario in the last 2.5, 3 years. And the world is completely transformed. Before COVID and after COVID are two different worlds. And my wonderful colleague had very aptly talked about ChatGPT, which is making everything so seamless. You have so much time left, so much of productivity is already there. What is expected of all of us to do? If the tools are doing everything, if the technology is quite advanced, is able to solve many problems, what is left of all of us? It's the thought. It's this thought that got the ChatGPT. It's this idea that got the entire world transformed in spite of the crises that we managed. In crisis stands the character. Before COVID, everybody said that world just cannot operate in virtually. But we are in a virtual world today. Nothing has stopped. It's just a matter of month. All the IT organizations have started working from home, which we never thought. Working from home was a luxury at one point of time. Now it's the norm. Many organizations have decided not to go for expansion of the real estate, go for the facilities, because it's a huge cost. They are offering a lot of these benefits back to the students who are coming to be employees of these organizations. We are seeing this entire world transform in just a snap. Are we really ready today? Are we needed in this world today when the tools and technologies are ahead of us? The answer is yes, because no tools or technologies can really emanate without the power of human mind. And it is us who define the world tomorrow. So coming to this wonderful problem statement, I would think that any solution or technology or a tool or innovation that we bring to the world should be able to help the world progress forward. If you're doing something, even in real life, doesn't have to be college or in your office or at work. If you're doing something which is not productive, it's just waste of energy, waste of resource. Everything and anything that you do, apply your brain, and you're able to bring in that level of transformation. And it doesn't have to be only work. It could be in the way you want to game something. It can be helpful in terms of the sport. But the fact I'm trying to bring here is the fact that you got to be a T. Just remember this T model. It's a horizontal where everybody is expected to be at a certain level minimum, which is what we call it as jack of all trades. Let us be a jack of all trades, but master of one, which is what the domain that the dignitaries were referring to. Because in the world, you may create a lot of that power. If you are not able to articulate the value of that power or a technology, the value of that particular innovation, how it is going to help the world, you are the one who's at the back. Visibility is very, very essential. And if you are able to solve some of the real world of problems of the world, then it makes all the sense of your investment of time, your money, all your resources in whatever you're doing. So please remember that you're all sitting here for a reason. If you believe that this is not going to help, I would suggest that spend your time where you get more enjoyment. Because why waste time in sessions like this? And if you're spending time, it is better be more worth. If you're spending 1 minute on something that you don't like, please don't spend that time. Spend that time in whatever you like to do, but do it innovatively. I'll give one real life example of my own personal life and then probably conclude on what I want to say. I used to be part of Satyam Computer Services, was managing the discrete manufacturing vertical, for which one of the largest customers was Royal Philips. And Royal Philips is a global conglomerate Fortune 500 organization into multiple distributed industries, be it consumer electronics or lighting, or you take semiconductors, or you take medical systems. They are all one. And we were the partners helping Philips reach the one global template. It was an SAP program. And there was another program which was something to do with helping the medical devices nurture the next great technologies, where a particular scanner would be able to scan and identify the deformities of an infant kid, not only the physical deformity but also the mental deformity, which has been a almost multi-billion-dollar R&D program. And we were supporting that program. And when we took over the program, for the first 3-4 months, we were deep red. None of the deliverables were met. And I was called to Boston, in Andover, Boston, for a quarterly business review, along with my boss who was flown from New Jersey, and I have flown from India. And the meeting was not so great, because everywhere we were seeing that some milestone has not been met, some deliverable has not been met. Somebody, when the researchers called the engineers on the ground, they were not able to articulate what they were coding, what they were embedding in the medical device, so on and so forth. So I put together a go-to-green plan and said that we are going to meet all the deliverables and meet all the expectations in a span of 6 months. And on the way back from Andover, I was in Lufthansa flight from Boston to Frankfurt, Germany. And in the flight, when we were sitting, there was an elderly gentleman, a senior citizen, who had an attack. And he was almost like breathless, and suddenly he started falling down. And the co-passengers were really very afraid of what's really happening, and they started shouting. And all the passengers started claustrophobic the entire area, not able to understand what's really happening. To solve the problem of a gentleman to have a resuscitation of his health. And suddenly there's a duty doctor who was called in the aircraft, and who came forward, and he asked everybody to go back and sit in their seats. And I was just watching this whole thing with a lot of pressure and tension. We have never seen somebody physically, struggling for life. And suddenly we see that there was that device that was put, and with a few things, resuscitation started happening. And with some sort of a process that was followed, he had the breath back. He said, "Ah." And suddenly we were all so pleasantly shocked to see what was happening. And then the gentleman came back to life. He almost had a cardiac arrest. And then he was made to sit, he was made to go back. His business class, obviously, he was standing there and relaxing. And everybody in the flight were clapping. A round of applause to the doctor who resuscitated that almost dying patient or the dead patient who was brought back to life. And I was just wondering, what is it that this gentleman had put? I know it's a defibrillator who was trying to put it on the heart and then making sure that the patient is coming back to life. And I see the cable just going back, and I see a box which said Royal Philips Medical Systems. And this is the customer we were supporting. And that is a product we were messing up with. Imagine if we were messing up that product, imagine it has a direct impact on a patient. And I was shocked. And it was a slap on my face. I went back to my team and I explained this whole process, and I could see everybody were having a bit of tears. In my entire career, I have never seen the productivity of the program catch up overnight. Everybody were investing in that product. Within a week, all the SLAs we started trending in green. Within a month, dark green. Within 3 months, we were awarded the best supplier for that particular device. They internally have those awards. And I was called back in the next few years, and I have received that award from Royal Philips. The point I'm trying to say is that let's not complicate technology. It's simple English. Only look at a problem and bring a solution to that problem. We are done. Every human being is a born engineer. And organizations like CBIT only nurture those engineers up. Right? A farmer is an engineer. A doctor is an engineer. An engineer is an engineer. All of us are engineers. Let's believe in that fact. Solve the problems that the world is facing. Thank you.
ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు రామకృష్ణ గారు. సో సార్ కూడా వాళ్ళ మాటల్లో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా ఉందో మరి సార్ చెప్తారు. హలో సార్.
Hello. Definitely. It's really a pleasure to be in CBIT today. The event is extremely well organized. The energy, the enthusiasm of the students is very infectious. I think this is a great opportunity for students to learn, to share what they have learned, and to also aspire for new things. We are in a very exciting phase in terms of technology. There are a lot of new innovations happening. I think these events are a great platform for students to come together, share their ideas, learn from each other, and then to further progress. So in that sense, this is a very good experience for me.
So this is the first time you're coming for the fest, or so many times, several times you came already?
So in this capacity, this is my first time, but I have been through several other events where the students are showcasing their new work, research, providing posters. And so I think at a national level, I think the count is very impressive. There are about 2,000 people from across the country who are here today, and CBIT is hosting all of them. So it's not a small event, it's a massive event. And I think I can see already the type of papers, the type of quality of publications is extremely high quality. So
that's great, sir. In your words, so we can hear that there is a lot of difference. But I would like to know what is the exact difference between comparatively with other engineering colleges as well as with CBIT.
So CBIT has a very long history. It has a very unique purpose and a mission. Right? It is one of the premier private engineering colleges. They said only Telangana, Andhra, but I would vouch even among the nation, it is one of the leading private institutions. And I see that the scale, the energy of the faculty, of the staff, the different HODs, and the motivation to give the best to the students is probably unparalleled in other engineering colleges. And I commend the staff for doing that. And I think this is an extremely well-laid platform for the students, not just to showcase their skills, but also to really get the jobs and progress in their careers as well. So I think these kinds of events are paramount for something like that.
దట్స్ రియలీ గ్రేట్. ఎందుకంటే వెన్ కంపారిటివ్లీ నాట్ ఓన్లీ తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాలే కాదండి, మరి నేషన్ వైడ్గా కూడా చాలా సూపర్గా ఉంది. సిబిఐటి మాత్రం చాలా చాలా ఆఫర్స్ వస్తాయి ఇక్కడ. మరి చదువు కూడా అలాగే ఉంది అంటున్నారు మన గెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ హానర్ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు వన్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టూడెంట్ ఆఫ్ సిబిఐటి. మరి వాళ్ళ మాటలు తెలుసుకుందాము. ఎలా ఉంది ఈ ఉత్సవం, ఎలా నడుస్తుంది, అండ్ వాళ్ళ ఫ్యూచర్ ప్లాన్స్, వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా ఉంది యాజ్ అ స్టూడెంట్ అని తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ గాయత్రి.
Hi. I'm in my third year, and the branch is information technology. And coming to the fest and all the experiences, right now we're having Shuddhi. Shuddhi is the fest that comes before Shruti. And since I'm in my third year, I've been participating in all these fests since the past 3 years. And being in CBIT has not only helped me to grow academically, but also all the co-curricular activities are nurtured here. All the faculty members encourage us to perform well in all the co-curricular activities for our all-round development. Because not only academics, but everything else is also important, equally important. And since like CBIT, we get like really good placements, and we have almost one of the best packages that come for all the private engineering colleges in Telangana and AP. And also I've recently got an internship, and that is solely because I will credit that to my faculty and the management here who've taught me well.
So can you tell your future plans?
My future plans are to after my studies, I think I'll work for some time, and then I might consider MS or MBA.
So what do you think, Gayatri, how they nurture in CBIT?
So here, so everything that we learn, we are also taught about moral values equally. Like we are taught about leadership, we are taught about communication skills, we are taught about trust in each other. We are taught about many moral values along with the things that we learn, along with the subjects that we learn. And so I feel that is a very important aspect in one's growth. So yes.
So this is a 5 days fest. So today is the first
Yeah.
day.
So today and tomorrow will be a technical fest, and after that the 3 days will be a cultural fest, that is Shruti. This is Shuddhi, where people from across the nation, from different colleges, participate in this technical event and participate in many events. Like there is hackathon, there are many technical fests, paper presentations, tech pitches, and we have many cash prizes as well. So I welcome you all to CBIT as well.
Let's take a short break in Siti Utsav College event.